Om Shanti. 6 September 2023. Sakar Murli. Essence of the Murli. Sweet children, have an interest in doing service. Become those with broad and unlimited intellects and invent different ways of doing service. Correct the things that are meaningless. Question: how can souls who have become as dirty as Ajamil be cleansed? Answer: soak them in the Mansarovar of knowledge. All the dirt on the souls will be removed if they continue to soak in the ocean of knowledge. Question: what is the biggest sin for Brahmins? Answer: for a Brahmin, it is a very big sin not to obey the father's order. The father's first order is, remember me constantly. However, it is in this that some children fail, and Maya then makes them commit one sin or another. Song: leave your throne in the sky and come down to earth. Om Shanti. What is it that enters the children's intellects? Who has come? The Father, the Teacher, and the Sadguru. The words mother and father are definitely needed. The words mother and father are famous in Bharat. First say mother and father, and after that you can say Bap Dada. In fact, mother and father are included in Bap Dada. Nevertheless, this is just by way of explaining to you, because although he is the father, a mother is also definitely needed. First of all, who is the mother? This is the deepest aspect of all that no one can understand. Would a mother still be required together with Prajapita Brahma, the father of humanity? Together with Prajapita Brahma, the father of humanity, would Prajapatni, wife of a father of humanity, also be required? No. A mother of humanity is not required because the children are mouth-born creation. This is why there cannot be Brahma's wife. These aspects are very deep and subtle, and you need good intellect to understand and imbibe them. There is the one and only Father who comes personally in front of your children. You understand that the mother and father, Bap Dada, has now come personally in front of you, who live at the centers and who do service outside, would not feel that the mother and father, Bap Dada, has come to them personally. They would think that such and such a Brahma Kumari has come. This Mamma has been adopted. The luckiest star of all is Jagdamba. She has been made a main one to look after the children. This is why the urn of the knowledge has been placed on her head. This Brahma is the Brahmaputra river. He has a male form, and so Saraswati is definitely needed. It is a Saraswati who is called the world mother. This male cannot be the world father. This is a very deep secret, which is not found in the Gita or Bhagavad scriptures. They have written many stories in the scriptures. They have written about what happened 5,000 years ago and what happened 2,500 years ago. But they have given no information whatsoever about name, form, land or time. They have written all sorts of plays. The Father personally sits here and explains everything clearly so that you children can fully understand every aspect. Even those songs have some meaningless words in them. The element of sky is here and we are sitting below it. The Father from beyond, whom everyone remembers, doesn't come from the element of sky. If this refers to the Sri Krishna soul, he is already here. All the main souls and founders of the different religions are here. The Sri Krishna soul, now in his 84th birth, is also here. That soul cannot be invoked. It is the Supreme Father and the Supreme Soul who is invoked. Come, leave your great element of light, the land of Nirvana, and come down here. The throne of you souls is the greatest element of light. It is your human soul who live under the element of sky. This is the stage on which the play is performed. While listening to any song, let your hearts continue to correct the words as you hear them. Those who produced plays had those songs written. You should also explain to those who show films. You need a broad and unlimited intellect for this. Baba advises you how to do service. You should explain to those who write those dramas. You should go and meet them. You need to have at least this much understanding. The Father gives directions. He doesn't go and speak to them. The Father gives you children directions. Do this and that and follow Srimad. Song, leave your throne in the sky and come down to earth. In fact, earth is the land of Bharat because it is the land of Bharat. Where he comes, Bharat is his birthplace. Everyone calls out to that incorporeal Father. Sri Krishna is not the father of everyone. The flute, Murli, portrayed is not that wooden flute that is put in Sri Krishna's hands. The flute is in fact the flute of knowledge. Saraswati is called the goddess of knowledge. They do not call Radhe that or say it of Sri Krishna. This couple is a father and child. Saraswati is called the goddess of knowledge. So there would surely also be Prajapita Brahma, the Brahmaputra, the god of knowledge. However, Brahma is not praised in that way. It is said God is knowledgeful, Brahma is not knowledgeful. No, God is knowledgeful. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is the ocean of knowledge. Therefore, he would definitely give knowledge to his children. Firstly, he enters this one and then gives knowledge to others through him. All of you lucky stars are included in this. He is the son of knowledge, and it is this one Brahma who is the moon of knowledge. Then a star is needed to close to the moon of knowledge, one that stands alongside the moon. That star is very bright. That star is called the lucky star of knowledge and has been named Saraswati. So Saraswati is a daughter. This one is the father, as well as the largest river. He is a very big river. All the rivers merge into the ocean. There is a Mela, confluence of the rivers and the ocean. The Saraswati river also merges into the ocean, but there is no Mela for that. A Mela for the Brahmaputra river takes place. This male river that has now emerged as a wonderful because rivers are normally female. These deep secrets are worth understanding very clearly. But you should not explain this aspect to everyone at first. First of all, you should explain the secret of the physical mother and father and the mother and father from beyond. You have continued to receive temporary, short-lived inheritance of happiness from your physical mother and father. You should remember this very firmly. No one else can explain the secret of the two fathers because they don't know them. They sing, "You are the mother and father." Now, if the father is omnipresent, where is the mother? This is something that has to be understood. A mother and father are needed. The incorporeal one is called the mother and father, but people don't understand why he is called the mother and father. He is God, the Father. Although they say Adam and Eve, they do not understand that Adam himself is Eve, that Prajapita Brahma himself becomes a mother. Adam and Eve are also called. Understand that Adam and Bibi are in fact this one. Bibi is Adam. This one is called both Adam and Bibi. That one is the father. These are very complicated matters. The people of Bharat sing, "You are the mother and father." They just think whatever they hear. They do not understand the meaning of it at all. They have moved the golden age very far back into the past. They say that it existed thousands of years ago. It is said long, long ago, but how long ago? Stories are usually told of the recent past. You can explain that long, long ago means 5000 years ago, when there was the undivided, unshakable kingdom of happiness and peace of the deities in Bharat. There were no other kingdoms at that time. No scholars or pundits would say these words. People should know how the kingdom of deities was established, how Lakshmi and Narayan were created, and how their kingdom was established. Before that there was the Iron Age. It is now truly the end of the Iron Age, and after this the Golden Age will come. The Golden Age now in front of us, that which was long, long ago, is now in front of us, having taken 84th births. You have reached the end of the Iron Age. You are now told 5000 years ago there was the golden aged kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. It doesn't exist now. That period of time has now ended, and the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan is now being established once again. This is now in your intellects. You are making effort for this. These things have to be explained. This true Gita is being written down so that whoever reads it can be refreshed by it. You know that whatever is written now, it will disappear. The true Gita will not remain either. All the things you write about this true knowledge will disappear, and together with that, all the scriptures will also disappear. There are no scriptures in the golden and silver ages. They will be written again as they were a cycle ago. In the copper age and onwards, all of that is the paraphernalia of the path of devotions. The paraphernalia of creation is vast, and yet you take this knowledge within a second. You know about the whole of creation from its beginning through its middle to its end. There is a full account with dates and times, etc. Not everyone takes 84 births. Some take 70 and some 60. Some even take only 1 to 2 births. There is a full account of the minimum and maximum number of births. Those who come later will take fewer births number-wise. To go into the details of this would be useless. You children understand this in a nutshell. There cannot be 8.4 million births, and not everyone can take 84 births. It is simply said, the cycle of 84 births. The cycle of 8.4 million births is not remembered. A song was played, the shadow of sin and deception has been cast. It is now the kingdom of Ravan. The shadow of dirt gradually settled on souls, and souls have now become as totally sinful as a Jamil. So much dirt has settled on souls that they cannot be cleansed. In order to remove that dirt, it is sung, soak in the Mansarovar of knowledge. Just as something rusty is put into the paraffin for all the rust to be removed from it, so souls too have become rusty. Therefore, continue to remain soaking in the ocean of knowledge. This is not a question of a river or ocean of water. Remain busy in studying the knowledge that the ocean of knowledge gives you. You also have to take care of your households and families. If you have to ask for advice about that, then continue to take it. Each one of you has your own individual's bondage of karma. The surgeon doesn't prescribe the same medicine for everyone. Everyone has their own karmic bondage and everyone has their own illness. This illness of five vices is extremely serious. No one recognizes this illness. When does it begin? Once a soul is affected by this illness, the body also becomes affected. When a soul is affected by sorrow, the body also becomes affected. These things are not mentioned in the scriptures. All of those who are the activity of the path of devotion. In reference to devotion, Baba has also explained that it is at first unadulterated. Then devotion becomes Rajoguni, semi-adulterated, and it later becomes Tamoguni, fully adulterated devotion. As is the stage of devotees, so accordingly is the worship they do. In knowledge too, you descend in the same way. First, you are a 16 celestial degrees, then 14 and then 12. In this way, the reward that you had accumulated continues to fall away. You children understand that this is an income. Obstacle arise and omnes changes in earning and income. They ask, what omnes? What omens are prevailing over us? And those people would tell them, so while you are children earning this true income, there are also omens over you. Some experience bad omens of Rahu and they dirty their faces. They had the omens of Brahaspati, omens of Jupiter over them. Then when Maya slapped them, there were the bad omens of Rahu over them. As soon as souls indulge in vice, the bad omens of Rahu over them instantly. Their intellects become locked. This is an incognito, severe punishment. Then such souls would never be able to say, God says that lust is the greatest enemy. Sannyasis to leave their wives because of lust being the greatest enemy. That purity of the path of isolation is also beneficial for the people of Bharat. It is the people of Bharat who become impure from pure. So those sannyasis play the parts of giving them support. Their purity is for supporting Bharat. It is because of their power of purity that the world lasts this thing long. Even they have now become impure. Therefore you have to serve them as well. Your children should have a great interest in doing service. You must not behave in any way against the law. All of you are effort makers. All of you are effort makers. None of you has become perfect yet. One sin or another continues to be committed. To disobey the Father's order is also a very big sin. The Father's order is remember me constantly. I know that you are not able to do this, but that is because you don't make full effort. Those who do this well achieve a good status. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long last and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. In order to become free from any illness of the five vices, You must continue to take advice from the surgeon. You souls must be careful that you don't catch any illness. Earn this true income and also inspire others to do so. Do not behave in any way against the law. Always follow the Father's orders so that you never become overshadowed by the bad omens of Rahu. Blessing. May you become a true moth and surrender yourself to the flame, and so finish all your spinning with remembrance and services. The children who stay constantly busy in having remembrance and doing service are easily liberated from all types of spinning. If any type of spinning still remains, you will constantly continue to spin around. Sometimes it will be a spin of relationships, and sometimes a spin of your nature and sanskars. All such wasteful types of spinning will finish when you have no one in your intellect except the one flame. Those who surrender themselves to the flame become equal to the flame. To surrender in this way means to merge into the flame, and they are true moths. Slogan. Those who have become truly divine make souls who are like iron into gold with their company. अच्छा. Om Shanti.